The lore in the family is my grandfather was coming here to play football under, the family always told me, under Newt Rockne, right? But I checked the dates, it doesn't work out. But anyway, he got drafted into World War II, so he couldn't finish his education here and he couldn't play football here. So that's the family story, is that I came back here to finish his education.
As I started actually applying to schools, I kind of realized I didn't want to follow the traditional path of most of my fellow students at my high school. And so I was looking for other universities to apply to, and my dad suggested, oh, like, why not Notre Dame? And I knew nothing about the school, but I knew it had really great academics, which is something that I was looking for. So I kind of applied on a whim, really not thinking I would get in. And I ended up getting accepted early, and it was the most exciting moment of my life. I literally called my mom like screaming at the top of my lungs. She thought something was wrong. She couldn't understand what I was saying. That was my first indication that Notre Dame was different.
Notre Dame was something that was kind of always on my radar. I'm from the Midwest, but I'm from a pretty small town. I knew I wanted to go to college and I wanted to challenge myself, so Notre Dame just seemed kind of like the perfect fit.
I applied early and they invited me out for spring viz, and I flew out in February. It snowed every single day that I was here, but I absolutely loved it, and I knew if I loved it when it's, downpouring with snow, then I would love it when it's just, a day like this, so beautiful and sunny.
Originally, I was going to be going to another university to play soccer, and as I reflected back, I really wanted to go somewhere where the faith was number one, but then also be able to have strong academics, and the professors at Notre Dame, especially within the business school, really allow you to explore your passions within the university, but then also taking those skills outside of the university and applying them to the world.
Once I had applied and got admitted early, the Notre Dame Club of Syracuse immediately got in contact with me. And they were very warm and welcoming. They invited me to several events, and I realized that if this family is willing to take me in before I've even committed to the school, then who's gonna say what the Notre Dame community will do for me once I go to school here for 4 years, maybe even more, and afterwards.
College had never really been on the radar for me, mostly because it kind of set up a really big financial barrier for me. My parents couldn't afford to send me off. Luckily, I was blessed enough to receive a scholarship that would provide the means for me to receive a higher education.
It just kind of fell into place, and it just felt like it was meant to be. It was never anywhere I could have seen myself going, but right when I came on campus, I knew I had to be here. It was just something pulling me towards here. I couldn't even really put it into words. But yeah, everything just kind of worked out and fell into place, and I don't know how Notre Dame wasn't on my list, because I would tell everyone I want the best academics and best athletics, and that is Notre Dame.
As soon as we turned down Notre Dame Ave, my life changed. And as soon as we parked the car, I was warming up to it. And as soon as I turned the corner, get around the X Center, and I see the dome, I'm going here. I'm going here.